Denny Hamlin got a speeding penalty. He restarted from 21st place. 3 races in, his own driver, Tyler Reddick, had already won 3 of the first 4 races. The championship picture looked set. Then Hamlin drove to the front, led 134 laps, and held off Chase Elliott by less than half a second. 1 win. And just like that, the entire 2026 season just blew up. Before a single lap was run at Las Vegas Motor Speedway on March 15, 2026, Denny Hamlin was already carrying more than anyone in the garage. Last November at Phoenix, Hamlin was 3 laps from winning his first NASCAR Cup Series championship. 3 laps. Then a caution came out. That was it. The title slipped away. He had been 4 laps from the biggest moment of his 20-year career, and it was gone in seconds. Then the off-season hit even harder. On December 28th, a house fire in Stanley, North Carolina, took the life of his father, Dennis Hamlin. His mother, Mary Lou, was severely injured in the same fire. Hamlin admitted after the Las Vegas win that it took him weeks to even feel like getting behind the wheel again. "I knew it took a few weeks to feel like driving," he said. "Over the last couple weeks, I definitely regained my love of it, got refocused." That is the man who showed up to Las Vegas. Grieving, refocused, and ready. But here's the thing nobody was talking about. His JGR teammate Tyler Reddick had already won the first 3 races of the 2026 season. 3 straight wins to open the year. No driver had done that since 2007. The whole garage was watching Reddick. Nobody was watching the number 11. That was a mistake. The Pennzoil 400 started clean. Christopher Bell took the pole and led early. Hamlin grabbed the lead from Bell by lap 4 and started building control. Then on lap 84, during the stage 1 break, Hamlin's crew called him in. He came down pit road and went too fast. Speeding penalty. Just like that, the dominant car in the race was sent to the back of the field. The penalty actually buried him as far back as 31st before he began the long climb back. Think about that. The car that had been leading the race, the car that clearly had the speed, was now buried in 21st place with over 180 laps still to go. Most drivers in that spot settle for a top 15 and move on. Hamlin did not move on. He began picking cars off one by one. By the end of stage 2, he had worked his way back to 5th. His crew chief Chris Gabehart made adjustments throughout the race that kept improving the car's balance. The pit crew gained him a combined 6 positions during pit cycles. This was not just a driver digging out of a hole. It was an entire team refusing to accept a bad result. Kyle Larson had been strong all afternoon. He led 62 laps and ran second in both Stage 1 and Stage 2. William Byron won Stage 2. Chase Elliott was getting faster as the laps wound down. None of them could stop what was coming. Hamlin moved to second behind Byron after the final restart on lap 174. He grabbed the lead on lap 185 and started pulling away. His fastest lap of the afternoon came during this stretch, clocking 30.11 seconds at 179.2 miles per hour. Then, on lap 211, Byron passed him back as Connor Zilisch spun off turn 4 to bring out the only caution of the race for an on-track incident. Christopher Bell jumped to the lead with a quick stop. Hamlin exited in second. Byron and Elliott followed in third and fourth. When the green flag dropped for the lap 218 restart, Hamlin did not hesitate. 1 lap later, he passed Bell for the lead and never gave it back. Elliott was charging hard in those final laps. He had found speed late in runs and was closing fast. "I thought there might be an opportunity," Elliott said after the race. "I knew he was starting to get tight there at the end of runs." But tight or not, Hamlin held on. At the checkered flag, the gap was 0.502 seconds. The championship race just got destroyed. Remember that penalty from earlier? Remember 21st place? This is why it matters more than just a good comeback story. The 61st career win for Hamlin broke a tie with Kevin Harvick for 10th on the all-time NASCAR wins list. But there is another number that puts this in even bigger context. With this victory, Hamlin became just the 5th driver in NASCAR Cup history to win a race in 20 different seasons. The other 4 are Richard Petty, Bobby Allison, Kyle Busch, and Jeff Gordon. That is the group Denny Hamlin now belongs to. He is 45 years old. He is still doing this at a Hall of Fame level, and he is doing it without a championship ring, which somehow makes the hunger even more visible. Every lap he runs, every position he fights for, carries the weight of unfinished business. That chip on his shoulder has never left. If anything, it has grown heavier and sharper with every passing season. On the championship side, the point standings after Las Vegas told a clear story. Tyler Reddick still leads with a 61-point advantage over Bubba Wallace, his 23-11 racing teammate. Ryan Blaney sits third. Hamlin jumped 8 spots in the standings with the win and now sits fourth, 78 points back. 3 different winners in 5 races. Reddick's dominance is real, but it now has company. The JGR stable just reminded everyone that Reddick is not the only threat in that garage. Joe Gibbs Racing has been quietly building momentum, and this win is the clearest sign yet that the organization is locked in. The cars are fast, the pit calls are sharp, and the driver in the number 11 is as dangerous as he has ever been. Do not sleep on what JGR is building right now. And what about Chase Elliott in second? He said it best himself. These things are hard to win. We had a great opportunity to do it, but really proud of the effort. Elliott has not led a single lap at Las Vegas since NASCAR introduced the Gen 7 car in 2022. He was fast enough Sunday to almost take it. That tells you his season is trending the right direction too. When the race ended and Hamlin pulled into victory lane, his mother, Mary Lou, was there. The woman who survived a house fire 2.5 months earlier was standing on the front stretch of Las Vegas Motor Speedway watching her son take a bow. She did not just survive, she showed up, and Hamlin made sure the moment was worth her being there. Hamlin said after the race, "This is a family sport. My family obviously had so much sacrifice to help me get here. It is great that Mom gets to see this. I know Dad is still saying, 'That is my boy.' That is not a driver giving a generic winner's speech. That is a man who nearly quit the sport after the worst months of his life, choosing to get back in the car, and then going out and winning the hard way from 21st place. Starting 21st and beating the field clean is not luck. That is execution under pressure. That is experience doing what raw speed alone never can. This win does not just break a tie with Kevin Harvick on the all-time list. It does not just shake up the 2026 championship standings. It sends a message to every single team in the garage. Denny Hamlin is not fading. He is not done. He is not playing for second. And with Darlington up next on March 22nd, where Hamlin won this same race last spring, the entire field has been warned. The championship race just got a lot more complicated. And it started the moment the number 11 Toyota crossed the line at Las Vegas.